stop to wonder what the world is coming to. They let something higher reveal the way to greater love. Oh yeah. So the truth is telling me, sing of liberation for the ones who are not free. Love can take us higher, reveal the way to greater love. Oh yeah, so we let it wash over us, we let it make us kinder, we let it take us higher, we let it be, we let it early in the morning hold us together. Now and forever we let it be, we let it. Still some cry along the way, walking through the sadness for a world that needs to know love can take us higher, reveal the way to greater love. Oh yeah. So the truth keeps telling me love's the only answer, and to all humanity we can stay inspired, reveal the way to greater love. Oh yeah. So we let it wash over us, we let it take us higher, we let it make us kinder, we let it be, we let it early in the morning hold us together. Now and forever we let it be, we let the love wash over us. We let it be. Sing that with me, you all know it. We let the love wash over us. We let it be, and let the joy, we let the joy wash over us. We let it be, and let the peace, we let the peace wash over us. We let it be, and let the love, we let the love wash over us. We let it be. One more time, we let the love, we let the love wash over us. We let it be. Oh, thank you. Good morning. Oh, you're sitting down. No. Good morning. Welcome. My name is Dave Avani. And I'm inviting you to join us on our congregational song, Yes to Life. Well, I'm saying yes, yes, yes to life. I'm saying yes, yes, yes to life. I'm saying yes, yes, yes to life. Yes, 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 yes to life. Yeah, that feels good. Yeah. The spirit of love within me is expressing itself right now. The spirit of joy within me is expressing itself right now. What are we going to create today? The universe is ready to play, and spirit will surely lead the way if you just say yes. I'm saying yes, yes, yes to life. I'm saying yes, yes, yes to life. I'm saying yes, 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 yes to life. Yes, 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 yes. Yes to life. Come on, let's get those hips going. Woo! Keep it moving. The spirit of life within me is expressing itself right now. The spirit of life within me is expressing itself right now. Whatsoever you conceive, if you believe it, you will achieve it. The universe will always agree if you just say yeah. I'm saying yeah, yes, yes to life. I'm saying yeah, yeah, yes to life. I'm saying yes, yes, yes to life. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes to life. Woo! Let me hear you say it. Say it. Yes to life. Let me hear you say yes. Yes to life. I'll hear you say yeah. Yes to life. Woo! So this is our band this morning. Aren't they great? We got Kevin Lum on the keys, Matt Bazone on the drums, Oliver Shirley on bass, Myron Stam on the guitar. Woo! Got Ryan and somebody I don't know on the sound. Elizabeth. Christabel. Thank you for making us all sound good. Yes to life. Yes. Yes. Yes to life. Yes. Yes. Yes to life. I'm saying yes, yes, yes. Woo!
And Devavani. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to Universal Spirits. Am I on? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I just wanted to hear you say yes again. So good morning. I'm Kevin Busey, affectionately known as Rev Kev, and I welcome you to this inclusive, progressive, thriving spiritual community. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of it. A special welcome to you who join us for the first time. We're so glad that you're with us. We do have contact sheet cards in front of you. So if you want to fill them out, we can send you a weekly electronic newsletter to let you know of all the many, many events we have going on in our center. And then Simon's back with us. Hey, Simon, got an announcement.
Hi, I'm Simon. I run the youth ministry here. I also do event coordinating. If you have noticed, our social media is popping off. So please, if you guys notice anything on social media, please share it. We are still looking for someone to have their first wedding here, our first wedding here. So please share anything you see around social media. Share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram, share it to the people anywhere you see at the coffee shop. Please go ahead and share us, because we want as many people in here as possible so we can share this location and have anybody walk through these doors feel how great it is to walk through these doors. And we'll be in the back with the youth ministry. If you have any questions, please see me after service. I am available. Thank you so much. And now we have Rev Kev right here.
Thanks, Simon. Yeah, free wedding for the first one that comes up. So see me if you want to get married. little joke. So yesterday was No King's March. We have a little video, No King's March. Would everyone we had about 20 people from our community gather and march. Would you stand? We want to acknowledge you if you marched yesterday. It was great fun. There we are on screen. Thanks for taking a stance with us. Thanks for that. And we're going to just acknowledge all those folks that are on the parade. Don't read that sign, I fart on fascism. And thank you. All right, there we go. Yeah, good. So if you've taken foundations at some point in your life, you're eligible for our membership class. It's a 2-night class. I'll be teaching the first one and Reverend Sarah the second one. So the dates are April 8th. Lee, that's right, you're out of town. Lee is, not Reverend Lee, is teaching the second one. So sign up if you're eligible, find out what it's all about committing more deeply to this spiritual community. Also, I'm thrilled to announce that Kathleen's not here. I wanted to acknowledge her, but we have. Oh, you are here. You're usually there. So would you stand? She majorly put together this awesome flyer or postcard on the Laramie Project. So we're doing the Laramie Project the last weekend in April and the first weekend in May. We've got a ton of postcards for you to take around your friends, coffee shops, wherever, post them. Let's get the word out for 2 reasons, really. The first is it's a fundraiser for us, but more importantly, there's a powerful message in this play that is extremely applicable to what's going on in our nation today. So we just want to give this powerful message to San Diego and beyond. So there's that, and I'm finished. So now Pat's back.
Pat the Poet's back. Hi. April, among many other things, is National Poetry Month. So yeah, and we sure need a lot of poetry right now. And so on April 10th, which is a Friday, we usually do this quarterly, we have a gathering from 6:30 to 8, refreshments afterwards. And if you can come, it'd be great. Bring a poem that either you have written or say your first grade teacher wrote or Nobel Prize winner wrote, anything in between, as long as it means something to you. And we go around the room, we share them, and I will probably share a couple poems of my own. Yeah, it's April, and a lot is going on, and you go around the city, there's lots of poetry going on, and also poetry will be in our play, too, of course, the play that is being put on here. It's all so important. Okay, so I think that's it. Okay, Friday, April 10th. Okay.
April is also the month when I'm beginning to teach a new class called The Spirit of Sound. It'll be on Monday nights, 5 consecutive Mondays, beginning April 13th. And if you're in the room today, you're on a spiritual path, right? Yes, and on the spiritual path, we learn many things. We learn from our teachers, from our leaders, from we learn about meditation and prayer. And some of us take the path of sound and music as a spiritual path. It's been mine for many, many years. And I would love to share with you what I've discovered on this exploration of the voice as a path that is leading us to divine connection, health, wellness, and everything that we want to experience in life. So I would love to share that with you. You can sign up on the website starting, and we'll have our first class April 13th. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Bob Mozai. You're supposed to wait till I say my name. I'm Bob Mozai. There you go. So if you have any questions about these announcements or the ones I'm going to announce, please go to our website at universalspiritcenter.org. Save the date, April 12th. Chris Barber is conducting a visioning workshop here at the center from 2 to 5. See Otis. Otis, will you stand up, please? Oh, and Chris. I don't know why it says Otis, but... see the duo team of Otis and Chris afterwards at out in the foyer and sign up at the Yes table. Rise Up Women's Group meets on April 1st at 10 o'clock at Lorraine's place. Lorraine's here, please stand up. If you have any questions, see Lorraine, she'll give you her address. Next Sunday is what? Yeah, but more importantly, brunch. But notice I didn't say potluck. So we're catering for all you guys, so you could just come and be served. So bring a friend, please. There will be plenty of food and yummy food. So that's next Sunday. On April 11th at 11 o'clock, that's a Saturday, Claire Zachow, Celebration of Life will be here. Please wear colorful clothes, not the black that we normally wear. We want vibrant, colorful clothes like Claire was. Our first Saturday with Angels is getting a new name. Margot Laura, please stand. There she is. It is now known as Spiritual Expansion Circles. And that's next Saturday, 10 o'clock here at the center. Learn to tune in with different energies, and we're asking a love offering. So finally, speaking of bunnies, a long time ago, this father was teaching his son how to drive. And out of nowhere, this rabbit jumps into the road, and he swerves and misses. He says, "Oh my God, I almost killed Easter. I almost ran over the Easter bunny." And the dad said, "That's okay, son. You missed it by a hair."
Thank you, Bob. Always entertaining. Good morning, family. My name is Leslie Gonzalez, and I have some announcements. So, Women's History Month, we pause to honor the women whose courage, vision, and love have helped move humanity forward. Say it while you can. Thank a woman who shaped your life. Yes. And then we have our REP call to action is love. Love what we cannot yet see. Where there is great love, there is always miracles. Willa Cather. So in this moment, we are going to touch our hearts and then stretch out our hands together and say, we send our love out to the world. And we're going to do this 3 times. We send our love out to the world. We send our love out to the world. We send our love out to the world. Doesn't that feel good? All right, so now we're going to say our prayer. So I'm going to say a line, and then you're going to say a line after me. Divine light that binds us all. We come together as one. Knowing that in our shared humanity lies the essence of our strength. May we see the beauty in our diversity. Let equality flow like a river. Touching every heart and lifting every voice. And so it is. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Leslie. Good job. Thank you. So I wanna acknowledge something. We're going through tough times, right? As a nation, we're going through tough times. We're causing challenging times across the world. So I want to acknowledge that. For me, I'm feeling some struggle around this, some difficulty. Like, what is it that's mine to do? There are times in which I get scared or confused when I hear things. So I want to also invite myself to a deeper experience and you to a deeper experience. I know that when I experience connection, it calms those types of feelings. When I connect with those parts of myself that are fearful or that are scared, it helps bring some relief. When I connect with the stillness and I open to divine presence, that helps me calm and become centered. When I connect with loved ones, with friends, with family, with you, I feel a calmness and a peace. So I'm inviting us to connect deeper into our lives in times like this, so that we can be a centered space. So in that light, I'm going to invite us to stand and to connect with all of those people who watch us online, all of those hundreds of people. Please stand. There's a camera behind me. Welcome. We connect with you. We appreciate you. Thanks for being part of our community. And I'm going to invite you to turn to each other and connect deeply with each other.
Okay. You joyful expressions of divine connection. What a beautiful. I always love my favorite classroom attention getter, which is the waterfall. We go, shh. We all do our hands up, and we do a waterfall. Shh. I feel like it calms the noise and the energy. And so I now have everybody at school doing it too. Even for our adult trainings. It's so great. I want to just do one more announcement for the Laramie Project. Tickets are on sale starting already today and on the website. And there's a special code which is Evolution. And you can get $3 off. 3? 1? Okay, good. $3 off each ticket, because you want to go to both. There's the Laramie Project, and then there's 10 years later. Yes. And the QR code gives you that promo code right here. Okay. All right. And then after our gathering today, I will be leading a circle of prayer back in the back room. So that's our other announcement. And if you can't make that, there's a prayer request table right here at the back, and you can do a written request, and me, the practitioner body, will pray on that for you all week. And one of us will return it in an email or text or voice, whatever your preferred response is. So. Okay, with that, let's settle into some shared community stillness and practice together. So let's breathe. Yes, just settle into that felt presence of love. We are here for love, and love is here for us. So we'll start our practice together with a reading. The reading is anonymous, but the wisdom, this truth is known. The heart is the place of knowing beyond thought. It opens not through effort, but through love, through longing, through breaking, and through surrender.
Rebecca Hernandez here. Ahora la lectura en español. El corazón es el lugar del conocimiento más allá del pensamiento. Se abre no a través del esfuerzo, sino a través del amor, a través de la nostalgia, a través de lo quebrado y a través de la rendición. Anónimo.
Thank you.
I surrender. I allow. I surrender. Please join me. I allow. I surrender. I allow, I surrender. I allow, I surrender. I allow, I surrender. I receive, I let go. I receive, I let go. I allow, I surrender. I allow, I surrender. I believe, I know. I believe and I know. I believe and I know. I allow.
good it is to know that there is within us a knowing, beyond thought and effort. Always present, always waiting for us to expand our awareness of it. And everything serves that expansion of awareness. Longing, breaking, surrender, all of it held in this boundless, infinite presence of loving intelligence. So how grateful am I to know that this presence is always available, always here. And so it is right here and right now, palpably present in how we greet each other, how we sing, how we hug, how we reflect. It is right here and now, speaking its words of wisdom and love through Rev Kevin. It's singing its glorious presence through Devavani and our sounds of spirit. It's serving through all who help set up today, who serve our children, who serve us with sound and production, hospitality and greeting. What a magnificent array of love intelligence made manifest through us and through each person here in every seat and each person online. The depth of love always bursting forth, ready for its next expression. And so I know that love is coming through even in the midst of war, even in the midst of anguish and heartache in whatever is happening in the world and whatever is happening in our community and before us. That it is all part of a great awakening to a greater experience of love. And so I say yes to that. I'm so grateful to know that in community. It's a powerful thing to know together. And so please join with me in knowing that and surrendering and welcoming that by saying, and so it is.
When I was a child each week, Sunday we would go to church, listen to my daddy preach. He would read the holy word, consecrate the holy bread. Everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two. Jesus made the water wine. I remember feeling sad. Miracles don't happen still. Now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Everything Everything is holy now. 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 And wine from water is not so small. An even greater miracle is that anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. When holy water was rare at best, I could barely wet my fingertips. And now I have to hold my breath like I'm drowning in a sea of it. There used to be a world half there, wearing second grade hand-me-downs. Now I'm walking with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Sing this with me. Everything is holy now. 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 And wine from water is not so small. An even greater magic trick is that anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. This morning outside I stood, I saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. Made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Sing this with me. Everything is holy now. 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 Oh, 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 holy now. Everything is 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 holy now. Oh, holy
Devavani, such a great song. Thank you. Yeah. And our house band, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I didn't mention earlier, but after this gathering, I'm going to be in the back classroom and invite any of you who want to come and process or share what you're feeling about what's going on in our country or the world. I've got a little bit of snacks, so we could just share what we're feeling. And if you're new here today, I invite you especially back and find out maybe a little bit of our philosophy, and I'd love to get to meet you, get to know you. So let's take a breath. That's such a great song, such a great song. And Devavani does it the best. So I want to acknowledge a Passover is beginning April 1st, Wednesday. So all of you are celebrating Passover, Seder meal. Happy Passover. Happy Passover. And I'm going to tell a story today, a scripture story today. And it's all based, the framework is the experience of Passover. It's the experience of Passover. But first, this last week, I was remembering a book that came out in about 1980s. And it was called When Bad Things Happen to Good People. How many remember that? Yeah, a lot of you. It was written by Harold Kushner, who's a rabbi. And when it came out, some of you may have experienced this, but it really circulated in my circle of friends. It was really because we're good people and bad things would happen to us, right? So we were interested in finding out why. So I think this points to a belief that maybe many of us have. That if I do the right thing, if I do what's right, if I behave, if I'm responsible for my life, then bad things won't happen. How many kind of labor under that? A few of it, yeah. If I do it right, then things should go well. Right? And I think that might come from a couple places, that idea. The first is most of us were raised either with our families in the educational system that when we do good things, we're rewarded. And when we do bad things, we're punished, right? So we learn that at an early age. The second thing that we've created in our culture over the centuries is a judgmental, angry God that is always watching out over us, right? So certainly if we mess up, God, who's everywhere, will see that and will punish us. You know, that's a God many of us grew up with, right? And if we behave or are perfect, whatever that means, then we are rewarded. There's a saying that says, God created us in its own image. And we've been returning the favor ever since, creating God in our own image. And I think that might be why we ended up with a judgmental, angry God. And, I'll be honest with you. I'll tell on myself a little bit here. There is a belief that I have sometimes that I'm aware of, that if I do enough spiritual practice, I'll be peaceful and happy, and I'll get what I want, and everything will be fine. How many will admit to that? Okay, yeah, it's a little bit there. It's a little bit there. So if we survey the world's spiritual traditions, what we see, and some New Thought ministers address this, what we see is a call or a need maybe, or an idea that we have to die to ourselves. That's certainly in Buddhism, it's in Hinduism, it's in Christianity. There's a piece of us that has to die. The way I kind of look at it is there needs to be a shattering of the ego. Or there needs to be a time in which we are brought to our knees, or we hit rock bottom. That's pretty much a recovery term, but we hit rock bottom. That's kind of a necessary process. For me, I would say, I like the word shattering the ego. That's for me because that's how it feels. It feels shattering. It feels that which I've counted on or relied on, or that which has given kind of control or manage my life gets shattered. And this has happened for me as I look at my life 2 times in my life where I feel like I've had like just a shattering experience, a shattering of ego. And both times, the image that I have is laying flat face on the ground. The image I have is from that place, I experienced light and presence. That has happened both times. When I can be with this shattering or this dying or this rock bottom, whatever your term for it is, if I could just allow it, I experience more light. I experience greater presence. So maybe it's just about letting go. But the tighter we hold on and not let go, the more it feels like dying. Maybe it doesn't have to feel like dying or shattering if we could just let go in the first place. Just maybe. So there's a story in the Old Testament where the devil goes to God. It's in Job. It's about Job goes to God and said, "You've got this faithful servant Job, and I want to test him to see if he'll still remain faithful to you." Now, what's interesting in the Old Testament, when the devil's talked about, even in the New Testament, it's not an entity for evil properly understood. It's our shadow side. So we have in the New Testament the devil Satan calling Jesus into the desert. And what Jesus did in the desert, for those of you who are familiar with that story, is he just faced his shadow side. He just faced his shadow side. So in the Old Testament, when we see that Satan is kind of in partnership with God, he goes to God and asks God for his permission. And God says yes. So really what's going on in the story of Job is he's having to face his shadow side. So that's maybe a metaphysical way of looking at that story. So what happens in the story is the devil, his shadow side, ends up taking everything that Job has worked for. His family, his crops, his livelihood, everything. And Job hits rock bottom. Job is at that rock bottom place. And he looks up to heaven and he calls to God and he says, "I have been your faithful servant. I have been a righteous man. I have tried my best to live up to your commandments. And this is what happens to me. This is what happens." Let me pause here because there's a Saint Teresa of Avila. She was a mystic in the Catholic Church. She said to God, "Considering how you treat your friends, no wonder you have so few friends." That's what she says to God. Considering how you treat us, no wonder there's so few of us. So Job is saying to God, what gives here? I've been a good man and all this has happened. And God responds, and this is a paraphrase, but you could go back to the Old Testament Job if you want to read it. It's paraphrased. But God says, "Were you there before the beginning? Were you there when I created the galaxies and the universes? Were you there when I created planets and stars and all life form? Were you there when my presence would guide the solar systems and the planets and the rising and the settings of the sun? Were you there when I and my presence sustains all of life?" Meaning, I'm a little smarter than you. Meaning, I kind of got this. Meaning, subtext, you might just want to let go a bit. So I want to talk this morning. I want to cover some of these psychological, spiritual principles about letting go. about maybe this journey, how we could let go, how we could move through a shattering of the ego, or how we could move through this death to self process. And there's 3 points that I want to cover. 3 points about elements that would really serve us in the letting go process. And it just so happens these 3 elements are present in the last week of Jesus' life. So today is Palm Sunday, and Palm Sunday marks the beginning of Jesus' last week on earth. And within this week, as I just said, are contained some really profound psychological, spiritual principles that assist us in our process of letting go. So I want to say this. I've always looked, I love this story that I'm about to share with you. I find it so meaningful. And I've always looked on it as an individual journey. That I and you and I are being called to this path of surrender, of letting go, of new life eventually. I got a big hit on this yesterday morning as I was meditating before the King's March, and actually Reverend Sarah and I in the march talked about this. I think we're shifting in our spiritual evolution in that I think we are no longer called just ourselves individually on the spiritual path. I think we're called as a collective, as humanity. I think we're called as relationship in this spiritual path, that is specifically through relationship with each other that we awaken, and that we're called not individually, but we're called together. And I think what we're seeing in our nation today, and what we've seen in the past years with COVID and George Floyd and all of the things that have happened, there's a universal call that is coming out onto the planet. A universal call. And so we're not called, we're called as a consciousness. Maybe we're called as a species, a human species, to evolve. That it's much less about me and God. It's much more about us and the divine. And so this specifically talks about the importance of spiritual community, necessity of spiritual community. So let me talk about this first element of the psychological spiritual principle about letting go. The first one involved. And it occurs in the context of the story of Palm Sunday. So Palm Sunday is when Jesus travels into Jerusalem to celebrate Passover with his disciples. And it was somewhat of an expectation that Jews would go to Jerusalem to celebrate Passover during that time. So he was being a good Jewish man to go there with his disciples. When we look at it metaphysically, going to Jerusalem is going into the heart. Jerusalem is another, its spiritual meaning is heart. So Jesus and his disciples are journeying into the heart. That's the first element of the story. They journey into the heart. This story that we're embarking on, starting today, is opening to the heart. So, as Jesus went into the Jerusalem, his disciples were under the misconception, the false expectation that Jesus, I don't like to mention this word today, but Jesus would be king. That they thought he was going to overthrow the Romans, they were occupying, the Romans had conquered and were occupying Jerusalem. So the Jews thought, Jesus is going to be king and save us from the Romans. It was a very much of a political kind of idea that they were having. So they were really happy. If you read the story of Jerusalem, the story of Palm Sunday, the disciples are really excited. They got everyone to lay palm branches for this new arriving king that's going to finally overthrow their captives, right? It was a very powerful thing. So the first element of letting go is the shattering of our expectations. Each disciple, the 12, and all those that were following Jesus, their expectations about him becoming king were shattered. Not only did he not become king, but by the end of the week, he'd be dead. So this was a horrific experience for them, a shattering of their expectations. It's like when you and I need and want something so much to happen. We don't want that diagnosis. We don't want that person to be dead. We don't want to lose that job. We don't want that relationship breaking up. And how many have had expectations like that and they've been crushed? It's the human experience. It's it. And it's the first experience. If we can be present to this loss of expectation, we're on the path to an opening heart, right? Because expectations come from the mental, from the mind. They're not from the heart. They are saying things need to be this way. We've all had it. I'm so counting on this to happen. I need this to happen. And it doesn't happen. In the in the play Jesus Christ Superstar, as Jesus goes into Jerusalem and this week starts, the disciples, I don't know how many of you remember this, sing a song, "Could We Start Again, Please?" But it's a song about, this is really frightening. We've got to stop this process. This isn't what I expected. We have to start over. So that's the energy. So when you and I are open to where the shattering expectations lead us, you and I are on the way of letting go and the path of the heart. So the second element that happens, which is on Tuesday night, really, Tuesday night of Holy Week, this Tuesday, is Jesus is betrayed by one of his own. You know, one of his own 12 disciples betrayed him. How many of you have experienced in this room betrayal by someone? Yeah, okay, that's another human experience. And you know, we get betrayed by someone, not an enemy, or maybe not an acquaintance, but we're betrayed by someone who we've put our trust in, someone who we've counted on, someone who we thought was our intimate companion. And I always think of it as betrayal is it's some place we put our trust that wasn't quite worthy of our trust. And let me tell you, maybe these people we're thinking of when we're betrayed, that we were betrayed by, just might be in another center this morning, hearing about betrayal, thinking that are their betrayer. It just might be. So I was thinking about this idea of, you know, betrayal happens when we put our trust in someone and they're not worthy of our trust. And then I was thinking this week, you know, I don't think that's so accurate. When my partner, Tim, 2 years ago, suddenly died, I experienced what I felt was kind of betrayal of some of our close friends because they just stopped communicating. And at first it felt like an additional betrayal of what was going on for me. These close friends, where are they? There's a few, right? And then the thought I had as I thought about this and struggled with it is, well, maybe they just weren't capable of dealing with the kind of grief either that I was experiencing or that they were experiencing. And then I thought this last week, what if we just outgrew each other? What if we outgrew the consciousness that maintained that relationship? That's actually a good thing. And I will say that the relationships that I'm nurturing now are of higher consciousness. So maybe those betrayals or those people who did us wrong, it was just simply an outgrowing of that consciousness that maybe held that relationship together. I would invite us to move away from the idea that we were betrayed, because if so, that kind of puts us in a victim role where we're powerless. And maybe we want to work at another way. Maybe we simply outgrew it. Okay, so that's the second thing, betrayal, how betrayal can open us up to a higher vibration energy. We call our power back. And then the third element I want to talk about is the Last Supper, where Jesus gathers his disciples and he breaks bread with them. And to me, this is about the importance of knowing who our tribe is. Who are we connected to? Who's got our back? Who are people that on this spiritual journey that I'm consciously journeying with, that we're in relationship with each other, that we're intimate? It's good when we go through tough stuff to have an awareness of who we could count on, right? So I think that the question or the idea in this communion experience is, who do we break bread with? Who nurtures us? And I would invite you, if you have a question about that, just look around the room. Just look around the room. Frederick Jackson, who's been a founding member of our community, he and his wife moved up to Oregon area, used to say that it's a Hindu concept, that we not only do we have reincarnation, but we reincarnate in groups. And he always used to say, I've been with this group before, that we're traveling together. So consider, as you think about each other or think about family or friends, together we travel over lifetimes. So I think that's the first piece about this whole Last Supper thing. There's an important second piece. Jesus says something really somewhat maybe confusing and radical in this meal. He says, this is my body and this is my blood. So the way I hear that these days is Jesus was about to surrender his whole life. He was about to die. Smart man, he knew what was ahead of him. He was about to do that. And he was surrendering to the divine unfolding that was happening in his life. That was his purpose. His purpose was to become a transformative presence in consciousness. So the question for us in this is, what are you giving your life for? What would you be willing metaphysically to die for? What are you living for? That's the question. What do you give your body to? It's an important question on the spiritual path. Are you engaged in your soul's call? That's, I think, the question about communion. Are you engaged in this? So these three things line up. The loss of expectations, the betrayal, seeing betrayal differently. Who are my intimates? What am I living for? These are all things that set Jesus up to the ultimate letting go and to die. So we want to let go. If we're being called to let go of something in our lives, align with these three elements. They will bring us forth to an easier experience of letting go, where it might not just be a painful dying process. So the story doesn't end here. This is a two-part story. For you to find out the ending of this story, you have to come back next week. But we are pausing in this moment with these three elements. These are three, so I'm inviting you to be with these elements this week. What expectations are you being called to just let go of? Clean up the betrayal in your life to consider more it's just evolution happening, because it's growing in consciousness. Who are your intimates? What are you willing to give your life for? What are you living your life for? It's going to set you up good. It's going to set you up good. When you and I touch into this power of letting go, which is what we do, we let it go into divine love. That's I'll give you a hint. It's letting go into divine love. When we do that, two things happen. Two things happen when you and I let go into divine love. The first is the experience that everything's holy now. Everything's sacred. The ordinary becomes sacred. The shattering of expectations becomes sacred. The betrayals become sacred. Breaking bread with each other becomes sacred. Everything moves from an ordinary to a sacredness because the divine is all that there is. The second thing that happens when you and I let go into divine love, the second thing that happens is our difficulties become our path to enlightenment. Our difficulties become our path of enlightenment. So let's just breathe in here. I invite you to an experience of a powerful week, just opening to the energies that are flying around. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. I'm going to read this reading again that Reverend Sarah read. So go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath right into your heart. Take a deep breath into the New Jerusalem, which is your heart. Take a place in there. So breathing in. So this reading's a great reading. The heart is the place of knowing beyond thought. It opens not through effort. The heart opens not through effort, but through love. Through longing, through breaking, and through surrender. So here this morning with our deep breath, we open, we let go of expectations that keep us limited and small. We let go, or we reframe the betrayals in our life to move from any sense of victimhood to empowerment. We call forth in our relationships the power of love. We are in alignment with our divine purpose. So this morning we open. We open our hearts. We open to the New Jerusalem.
Let the river run, let all the dreamers wake the nation. Come, the New Jerusalem. Silver cities rise, the morning lights, the streets there lead them.
was awesome. Thank you. Oh, so last week, Rev Kevin asked me to do the tithe talk. I forgot. He just looked at me and I went, oh. So why do I come here and why do I give? What we all just experienced. Yeah, I can't imagine starting my week off any other way, and I really miss it. You know, Al and I always miss part 2 of your story because we have another event every Easter morning. So one of you have to tell us how it turns out. You know, when I started coming here 16, 17 years ago, I came reluctantly. I came because I was dating this guy, and he kept talking about it, and I'm like, oh, God. But I liked him, and he seemed normal. So I thought, well, I'll go to his church, and, you know, maybe they're not eating snakes or something. And so I fell in love with it. And I had to marry him because we both get to keep the church, so it's just better that we're together. But you know, it's just changed me so much. And in today's talk, you know, there's been a huge betrayal I got over in this while I've been here. Make a story short, I was adopted. My brother always wanted to be an only child, and so it was a conflict my whole life. And you know, we haven't spoken for 26 years, and it was through Boar Hill's grief group that I was finally able to let my brother go and not, I don't think ill of him. It was his path. He, you know, he didn't ask for a sister, and it's not my fault I was born. But it took a long time to figure that out. And then also my son's homelessness and heroin use, and finally coming out on the end of that. I was so supported by this group. I can't even imagine going through that kind of hell without all of you. So I keep coming because I'm going to keep having life, and life is going to keep happening. And I can't imagine another way that I would want to go through it. So thank you so much. And for all of you that have a gift today to give, it goes to keeping this place going. So it's really honored and it's cherished. Your gift is cherished. And you can repeat after me. As I give, I receive. And as I receive, I give. And so it is.
I am opening myself to receive. I am opening myself to believe that everything I want, everything I need, all of this and more is waiting patiently for me to believe and be open to receive. I am opening myself to receive. I am opening myself to believe that everything I want and everything I need, all of this and more, are waiting patiently for me to believe and be open to receive.
So let's take a moment and consciously, powerfully acknowledge the gift that it is to give and to receive, to circulate good in an ever-expanding experience of itself as and through our community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know this is blessing us, it's blessing all of those that we encounter, and it just ripples out into the world. So I say yes to that. Thank you to that. And so it is.
I am opening myself to receive. I am opening myself to believe. Woo. That everything I want and everything I need, all of this and more, are waiting patiently for me to believe and be open to receive.
Thank you, Deborah Bonnie. Thank you. Boy, Carolyn, that's so impressive. I'm so glad you forgot. Yeah, it's really. Let's join hands. And take a moment and just feel the hands that you hold. Feel the energy. Feel the flow of energy that's happening through us. This symbolizes the truth that we're all connected to each other. So we take that in. Let us know that together, through the experience of connection, that we are called to infinite, divine, unconditional love. And so let's join together in knowing this. And let's know a blessing, a mighty blessing on our planet, on our nation, on Iran, on all those places that are experiencing conflict and war. We just know a deep blessing. And let's know this together as we say. And so it is. And join with me if you want to connect and talk in the classroom.
Yes, yes to life, I'm saying yes. Yes, yes to life, I'm saying yes. Yes, yes to life. Yes, 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 yes. Yes to life. Yes to life. The spirit of love within me is expressing itself right now. The spirit of joy within me is expressing itself right now. Oh, what are we gonna create today? The universe is ready to play. If you say yes, 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 I'm saying yes, yes, yes to life. I'm saying yes, yes, yes to life. I'm saying yes, yes, yes to life. Yes, 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 yes to life. Oh, yes to life. The spirit of life within me is expressing itself right now. The spirit of life within me is expressing itself right now. Whatsoever you conceive, if you believe it, you can achieve it. The universe will always agree if you just say yes. Woo! I'm saying yes, yes, yes to life. I'm saying yes, yeah, yes to life. I'm saying yes, yes, yes to life. Hey, yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes to life. Yes to life. Let me hear you. Yes to life. Yes to life. I'm saying yeah. Yeah. Yes to life. Yes to life. Have a great day, everybody.